Well, good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Good to have you with us this morning. It is #finally Friday. You made it through another work week. That's right. We've got a great show lined up for you this morning. We're going to be speaking with our guests just momentarily. But first, Dr. Tony Rayo-Sutherland is joining us this morning as my co-host. Good to see you, Tony. Got a sunny day outside, at least for right now. But it's going to be 83 today. Nothing makes it feel like Christmas than 83 degrees in Houston, right?
It's ridiculous for it to be 83. I want to get my fireplace going. I can't do that when it's 83.
Well, stick around next week because I hear actually tomorrow it could go down in the 40s. So there you go. For those of you trying to stay healthy during this time of year, good luck with that. Temperature changes like crazy around here. Hey, you're watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We appreciate you being here. But we are also on HCCTV at noon, 5 p.m. And Tony, I've heard some rumors that we're on at 10 p.m. again as well. Did you hear that too?
I heard about that. Yeah. Sounds like it's true. Yes, that's a very good thing. Give you more chances to watch us.
Yeah, so you got 3 times a day you can tune in to catch the show that you may miss live on Facebook and YouTube. But you can also find us in social media, Tony.
I was just going to say that there are other places to see us. Just look for Houston Community College District on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can see us virtually that way.
That is right. All right, Tony, we've got a special guest that's going to be joining us this morning just momentarily. You'll be talking with her. We're talking about Sheila Mayfield, the Senior Director of Marketing and Communications with Alamo Trust Incorporated. Good to see you, Sheila. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. We're looking forward to hearing all about the things going on at the Alamo. Stick around, grab some coffee. We'll be with you in about 10 minutes. All right, we're going to get to our first guest. It's #Film Friday as well, and today is no exception. We've got Richard Boyd, the professor of HCC's Filmmaking program with the Media and Visual Arts Performing Center of Excellence. Good morning to you, Rick. How's it going?
It's going well, Todd. How's it with you?
It is good. One thing we've been promoting just about every day here on Up to the Minute is the fact that we're already registering for spring 2022. Hard to believe this year is almost in the rear view mirror, but you guys looking forward to getting students in there for the spring?
Yeah, actually, we're doing, our registration is doing really well. Looks like we're going to have a full set of classes. We're really excited finally to put 2021 behind us all of the craziness of virtual classes and everything. So almost all of our classes will be in person, and we're really excited. We're making plans. It's going to be a great semester.
Now, I know this semester you have a number of classes in person. Going in person next year, will you still be offering some online services as well for students who may want to take, some students enjoy the online anytime and online on a schedule. Will that still be available for students as well?
We will have some online classes, both online anytime and online on a schedule. But on the reverse part of the picture, which makes sense because we're a picture kind of thing, right? Most of our classes will be in person because most of our classes are very hands-on. We like to get students, working with the equipment, using cameras, using lights, and it's really tough to use a camera online. It's hard to learn that. Kind of like learning welding online. It's just it's tough to do. So you want to get in person. Let me ask you this. You guys had some recent upgrades and additions to the filmmaking program? Oh, yes. We've been very, very fortunate, and we've gotten funding to add over a dozen new film camera, when I say film cameras, digital cinema cameras. We've added a lot of lights, grip equipment, microphones, audio gear. It's been really wonderful to come back from a year and a half off and just start getting all this new equipment unpacked and ready for students. So students will have an upgraded experience when they come back to school.
Let me ask you about some of the recent activities for your filmmaking students there. Apparently we're involved with a set location for a film called Mexican Gold. Tell us about that.
There was a film, the working title of it was Mexican Gold. I think it ended up being released as The Outlaw Returns, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. That was a film we shot a few years ago in cooperation with a local producer. And one of the things that we excel at and we spend lots of time working on a regular basis is getting our students practical experience in the field working on actual productions. It's really important to us because, you know, when you tell a student to go out and do a student project, they're working with other students, and it's oftentimes a little bit like the blind leading the blind. And that's, it can be really useful, but the ultimate experience is to take a student, put them in the field with experienced filmmakers doing real projects for real consequences, and it puts a whole different level of reality to the whole thing. And they step up, they learn, they excel, and as a result, we have lots of students that end up working out in the field after they graduate as real life filmmakers.
And you also have a recent addition to your filmmaking program. She's been on the show, Julie Newland, back at HCC. Huh?
Yeah, Julie is an incredible filmmaker. She's got years of experience. She's an award-winning cinematographer and director, and has a passion for teaching students that is just off the scales. It's just amazing to watch her work with students. Now, I have to say, she is a demanding teacher. Yeah, and I would say that of all of our teachers at HCC.
Well, the best ones are, right? You know, I've had a lot of the teachers, and really the ones I learned the most are the ones who are the demanding ones. Yeah,
I mean, and this is true of all of us. We will support students and go the third and fourth mile to help them get concepts, to learn, to understand, and to excel. As long as the students are willing to go for the ride and work for the end goal, then we're willing to go with them. And Julie is just that, but she is certainly willing to tell you when you've messed up, and that can be interesting sometimes.
So we're going into the next semester. What are some of the things that filmmaking students can look forward to in the very near future?
It's one of the things that we've done in the past. You mentioned Mexican Gold, which interestingly enough, we shot in South Texas. We shot just north of Del Rio at a little film set down there. So there were horses and this and that and the other. Then we shot some sci-fi films. We've shot horror flicks. But one of the things that we're doing is we're implementing a new program where we'll be able to take students in the field on an even more regular basis. We found some funding, some cooperation with local filmmakers. So students can expect even more opportunities to go out into the field with real actors, real directors, real filmmakers, and learn from people in the field that have been doing this. One of the things that I think a lot of times we miss, Todd, is that filmmaking has always been a craft kind of thing where you learn by watching masters and journeymen, and it's a apprentice kind of thing. And so that's our goal, is to let our students go through the educational process in an apprentice kind of feel, so that they learn by watching, they learn by doing with people watching them, and then they go off and they can do it on their own.
Rick Boyd with our filmmaking program. Rick, if someone's looking to register for the spring, of course, now's a good time to do so. Can they still get in on the entry-level classes? How does that work?
Absolutely. They can go to any of the entry-level classes, and we have openings in all those classes. All they have to do is go to the HCC website. They can sign up. They can register, and classes start in the middle of January. And we're excited to work with them. If they need to call, they can call the department, and they can come by for a tour. We'll be more than happy to take them around, show them our facility, show them our equipment. So yeah, we're looking for more people to come in. Absolutely.
Good to see you, Rick. Thanks for being here on the show. And if you're interested in our filmmaking program, we'll put some information in our link in our social media post after the show. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, Todd.
All right. We are going to move on to Dr. Tony. And of course, Tony, you've got a very special guest as well.
Yes, I do. Sheila Mayfield, Senior Director of Marketing and Communications for the Alamo Trust Incorporation. Welcome to the show, Sheila.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah. Now, you have a special event coming for the holidays that's happening at the Alamo, but let's tell people a little bit about the Alamo. I love the thing, remember the Alamo, type of thing. There's all kinds of phrases that go along with the history of that. Tell us a little bit about the Alamo.
Sure. Well, the Alamo is the most visited attraction in the state of Texas. It's located in the heart of San Antonio, and it's really, it's got 300 years of history. It's most well known for the Battle of the Alamo that took place in 1836 that, really kicked off the fight for Texas independence. And it just shows the world who Texans are, that they're willing to fight for what they believe in, victory or death. And visitors come to pay homage to those heroes of the 1836 Battle of the Alamo, really a defining moment in Texas history. But there's also a full 300 years of history here. So we welcome people to come and learn all of the stories of everything that took place, how it started out as a mission. And, it's really what is responsible for putting San Antonio on the map, how it was an army fort. So there's a lot of history here. And we welcome people to come and learn all of those stories.
I know I've been there several times. I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 times in my life. And sometimes I bring my grandkids and other people. It's such a wonderful experience because you walk through there and you read about the history, you hear about the history, you see the history because you see all the stuff that people used in that. And a lot of times we forget that it was a mission. It was a church, so we think of it as being very sacred. So now let's go to the holidays. We have something called Alamo Lights. Tell us about that.
Yes. And so the Alamo is decorated for the holidays. We have a huge Christmas tree in the plaza, and then we have lights throughout the gardens and all those beautiful historic trees. And they are available until January 3rd. So we're open every night with extended hours till 7 p.m. It makes a really nice trip downtown. The San Antonio River Walk is also decorated beautifully for the holidays. And so visitors can come stroll the Riverwalk, come see the Alamo. Probably the most beautiful photo opportunity in town to get a picture with your family with the Christmas tree in front of the Alamo. So we welcome people to come and then stay and look at those beautiful lights in the gardens as well.
I've never been there at night with all that. So I can't wait to make a special trip just to go see the Alamo at night.
It's so beautiful at night. It's such a treat for me each night when I leave work. I mean, it's just breathtaking to see the church with the uplighting in front of it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sight.
That's a good thing. So combine the Riverwalk with all of its lights and then the Alamo with its lights. That's a beautiful thing to do during the holidays, isn't it?
Yes. And then we've actually got a special event coming up this next Friday, December 17th. We're opening a new outdoor exhibit in front of the church. This is the Palisade, and this is actually where we think some of the heaviest fighting took place during the battle. It's where we believe David Crockett fought. And so it's going to be an outdoor exhibit to really help people experience history where it happened. And so that's being unveiled Friday, December 17th at 5 p.m. We're going to have Texas Land Commissioner George P. Bush here, as well as Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, to unveil this new exhibit. And then after that, we welcome people to stay for the lights from up till 8 p.m. that night. We're going to have Santa here in front of the church for pictures and, shopping and hot cocoa and crafts. And so there'll be a lot of fun things going on that night, in addition to the lights that we have every night.
Oh, that's wonderful. So how long are you going to have the lights up? Till when?
Till January 3rd. So throughout the holidays and even that final weekend through New Year's and Monday, January 3rd. So even folks that are coming in on New Year's and staying for a few days can still enjoy them after that.
That's good. And I believe you said it's open from 9 to 7, but that one night it's open all the way to 8, right?
Yeah. So usually 7 p.m., but then on Friday, December 17th for a special event, it's open till 8 p.m.
And the thing is, the lights are all over the grounds, right?
They are right when you walk in from the church. You go into Convento Courtyard, which is right by our lawn barrack. There's this beautiful 100-year oak tree that just has all of these branches, and another great photo opportunity, one of my favorite trees. And then you walk through around the church and you'll just see beautiful trees around. The lighting is just so beautiful. Some of them have the dangling. We just have so many interesting historic trees with their branches that really make for a beautiful display. One of my favorites is by the fountain that's outside the Alamo exhibit. There's a historic fountain, and then there's a beautiful tree there that it's all wrapped with lights, but then it has the ones dangling down as well. So it makes for a really nice sight.
I know, I've been there
it's free. I want to point that out too. It's absolutely free to walk around. So make sure people know that as well.
There you go.
Family-friendly activity.
And it doesn't cost much to go, though, anyways. In addition,
the Alamo's free every day. Yes. So make that clear as well. Yes.
So that's neat. And I know I've been there in the afternoons when you can walk around. I see people, they use it like picnics, and things like that. Is that right? I mean, they're sitting around maybe for the
absolutely. That nice gathering area. And this is, as we were talking about the weather, what a great time of year. It's a lovely time this December. Maybe a little warmer than we expect, but it's still just a lovely. We're getting a lot of travelers from around the country that are remarking at the lovely weather and how much they're enjoying that in San Antonio right now.
So, and you can become friends of the Alamo, right? You can have a membership. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that's a new membership program that we launched earlier this year, Friends of the Alamo. It's our membership program, and the levels are as low as $50 up to $1,000. And it's a great way to support the Alamo. Members get benefits like expedited entry into the church. As I said, it's free every day to visit the Alamo, but this way you skip the line and you can get right up to the front. And it's free, but there are capacity constraints. And so this allows members to get to their front of the line, which is great on busy days, especially as we're getting towards the holidays. They get a discount in our gift shop. They get invited to special events. They were actually the first ones to see the lights. We had a member preview before it opened to the public where members could enjoy the lights. And at some of the other levels, there's other benefits like our Fiesta medal, our Christmas ornament, and then invitations to some private VIP events for members. So we encourage y'all to support the Alamo. And it makes a great gift too. It's a very easy gift. Looking for a last minute solution, easy to buy online, and you're supporting the Alamo, a great gift for any Texan on your list or lover of the Alamo.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, I understand, I've heard about the basement legend.
I get that question every single day. Every day we have this.
Those who may not know about this legend, tell us about it.
So it made famous by Pee-wee's Big Adventure about the basement of the Alamo. And so we always get asked, where's the basement of the Alamo? And we can let the gift shop has a basement, as well as the Crockett building across the street, but the actual Alamo does not have a basement. So
I had heard that and I went, I don't think it has a basement, does it? That would have been a good place for them to hide. Maybe if they needed that would have been, that would have worked. Yeah. And so anyways, the Alamo's a beautiful place. Now, are you thinking about at all, maybe virtually or maybe in the future, virtually showing these lights so that other people, if you can't make it to San Antonio, you can see it or anything like that?
We have other virtual offerings, knowing that there's many people that either don't feel safe or are unable to visit the Alamo. We have virtual field trips, which are a lot of fun, where a tour guide can walk your group through the Alamo. They can tailor it to a specific topic of interest. And then we also have various virtual programs as well. For our members, actually, over the summer, we had something called Meet the Experts, where folks from our curation team and our history researchers would speak on a different history topic, and those were all available virtually. And for those that weren't able to attend, we obviously recorded it so they could access it online. But yeah, that's a big part of what we do. We just had a panel, I think, in the beginning of November on Tejano history. We'll have more with our commemoration events coming up, with the commemoration of Battle of the Alamo from February 23rd to March 6th. And we do make sure a lot of those experiences are available virtually, knowing that the Alamo has supporters around the world and not everyone is able to visit. So absolutely, we're very happy to accommodate. We don't have anything for the lights just yet, but for various history topics in research and curation, we do definitely offer that.
Excellent. And, maybe that's something you can think about for maybe next year.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Yeah, no, we hadn't really thought about it, but that should be easy peasy to do some sort of virtual tour. We will have a photographer here for the event on the 17th. And so we can see what we can do of providing some sort of virtual experience there.
I would love to go there and just do the photography, because I can see all kinds of neat artistic ways to take pictures.
Oh, absolutely.
With the lights and the Alamo and all of that. Yeah. Well, Sheila, we really appreciate you being on the show. Sheila Mayfield, Senior Director of Marketing and Communications for the Alamo Trust Incorporation. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate being here.
Yes.
All right.
And we're going to have information about them in our post after the show, right, Todd?
That's exactly right, Dr. Tony. Thank you both for being here. All right, Tony, we got a few announcements to go through. Branding Academy. You want to start your own brand? Maybe you want to do some marketing online. Well, do-it-yourself branding for small businesses continues its sessions at the West Houston Institute to work with images, texts, and colors to define your brand and promote your business. Upcoming sessions, here you go. How to create an innovative digital marketing strategy. That's happening 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. today, December the 10th, at the West Houston Institute. There's professional networking and a continental breakfast provided, and website designs happening tomorrow. Website Design 101, 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. That's Saturday, December the 11th. That is online. More to come. We'll have some information in our social media post. And Tony, it's time for our graduates to graduate.
Absolutely, it is. Grad Kudos Board. There's a Grad Kudos Board. Share congratulatory messages. Student Life has created this board for faculty, staff, and anybody to send their congratulatory messages to the graduates, and the graduates will share that and see it on graduation in their graduation party. So that'll be fun.
That's right. Okay. Graduation happening next week. So keep that in mind. December the 16th, I believe. Okay. Drama production, Everyman. I know you're involved with this. The drama department is presenting an encore production of Everyman, a late 15th century morality play, and uses allegorical characters to examine salvation and what man must do to attain it. Sounds very deep. You'll enjoy the play, though. 7:30 p.m., Monday, December the 13th, the Virtual Arts Center YouTube channel. That's where you can catch it. We'll have a link in our social media post. And it's that time of year to keep up with your mental health, and we've got some things for you as well.
Yeah, the holidays is a lot of fun for a lot of people, but sometimes it's very stressful and not so much fun for others because this is a time of year where, we gather with family, and if not all your family's there, that may not be as much fun for you. But the HCC's counseling department is offering a support group, 3:30 to 4:30, Wednesday, December 15th. Just register for that, and we'll have information as to how you can register in our post after the show.
Okay, convocation and winter break. Well, convocation's next month. We're going to talk graduation right now in winter break. Next week, graduation is happening on Thursday, December the 16th. Now, it's happening around the same time we normally do the live version of this show. So next Thursday, we will not have a live show. We'll be here Wednesday and then Friday for our final show of the year. Hard to believe we're saying that. So keep that in mind. But HCC will be closing for winter break December 20th through 31st. So up to the minute, of course, will not be on the air during that time. Remember, we are on the air when HCC is in session. So we'll be off along with the rest of HCC during that time. So keep that in mind and enjoy your break. And as we mentioned before, we were talking to Rick Boyd about registering for the spring. Spring registration is underway, Tony.
Yes, it is. And you need to register now because the classes are small because we want to keep it intimate, that type of thing. So if you want to get the class you want, you need to register now. But there are all kinds of classes. There's the online anytime. There's the online on a schedule, hybrid, which means, part of the time is online, part of the time is face-to-face. There's, of course, the just plain face-to-face, like what Rick was talking about, get a lot of hands-on experience. And then, of course, the hybrid lab. Anytime you have a lab, you pretty much have to go to the lab to make that happen. But go ahead and register now. Go to hccs.edu/now and get yourself prepared for the spring semester.
Yep, do it. Make sure you're registered. Hey, and don't let finances be a problem with you because we've got lots of means to help you get into classes and to pay for your tuition. So don't let that stop you. Register today. Okay, wrapping up today's show on Monday. It's Music Monday, and we'll feature Kyle Turner, a local jazz saxophone musician who travels around the world entertaining his fans. And another student success story, Tony.
Yes, electrical technology program. Sax, I got to just say, the saxophone is one of my favorite. I can't play it, but it's one of my favorite instruments to listen to. I just love it. So when somebody plays the sax, I'm there with all ears.
That's right. So make sure you join in with us Monday morning. Always catch our rebroadcast noon, 5 p.m. and now at 10 p.m. on HCCTV. And we'll see you live Monday morning at 10 a.m. Have a great weekend.